Thank you for that.
We want to get right to it. There are some high wind warnings for tomorrow, and Kristen's here to tell us all about it.
That's right, for the Willamette Valley up into southwest Washington and from the coast back to the west slopes of the Cascades, all watching the storm system that's developing now just to our southwest, and it's going to be headed our way tomorrow. These high wind warnings start at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and that's going to be mainly for areas down south, and it goes all the way through 10 p.m. tomorrow evening. And so we're going to see the strongest winds developing south, and then we're going to see those southerly winds just strengthen and gradually head northward through the day tomorrow and eventually get on up into Washington too. So keeping a close eye on two scenarios with this situation. Bottom line, we're going to be looking at strong winds developing through the Willamette Valley, but we could be looking at the potential for widespread power outages and numerous trees down, or maybe just a few isolated trees down and a few isolated power outages, depending on how this pans out. So I'll show you a couple of the forecast models. This is number one, and this one's bringing in stronger winds for the Willamette Valley, and this is why you can see we have this high wind warning in effect. Take a look at the low pressure system here. What you're seeing here surrounded by the colors here, that's taking a look at the wind field, and basically you go from weak areas of blue, those are weak winds, and then once you get up into the deeper pinks and purples there, those are your stronger winds that could bring in potential damage. So here we are Thursday afternoon, and you can see with this storm system, the last two have been bringing in some brutal winds for the coast, but this one's trying to bring in those strong winds up through the Willamette Valley and then back into southwest portions of Washington. And what we're looking at here is the potential for 50, 55 mile an hour gusts, maybe even some spots higher than that. So that would bring in that potential for a lot of power outages and numerous trees down. If you remember the last storm system that we had that kind of wreaked havoc for parts of the metro area, that was October 25th. And we had a very similar track, a very similar low pressure system that moved on through. We had 51 mile an hour peak winds in Portland. That was a gust, and that brought out 75,000 power outages. So we're going to be looking at that potential. Let me show you this next forecast model. This one is showing the low pressure system staying just a little bit farther off the coast. So what that means is those strong winds don't quite make it all the way to the Willamette Valley. We'll still see strong winds, but maybe not the 55, 60 mile an hour winds. This would more likely bring in 45, 50 mile an hour gusts. So that would mean a few isolated power outages and maybe just a few trees here and there down throughout the valley, with the strongest winds still staying out over the coast. And I think the coast is still going to have to battle 70, 75 mile an hour winds either way you go. Right now, forecast models are trying to get a better handle on it. Yesterday, they were showing most of them were trending towards 50 mile an hour, 60 mile an hour winds. As of right now, they're starting to back off on that a little bit. I still think that could change. Either way, we have this storm system. It's going to be very strong. It's going to be paralleling our coast, and it's going to bring in some gusty winds. So we need to prepare for it either way. So this is what we're looking at for Thursday's storms. Gusts to 45 miles an hour at least through the Willamette Valley. Peak wind timing late tomorrow morning on through early tomorrow evening, and then we're going to have to watch for showers on top of that. So showers are going to be popping up. With that, they're going to be building into stronger winds aloft. No matter what's going on at the surface, you go up 2,000 feet, and all the forecast models agree here, we're going to have 50 to 60 mile an hour winds, and any of those showers coming down may tap into that, and that could bring it down to the ground, and that could cause some damage too. So we're going to be watching this very closely. Forecast models continue to get updated every few hours or so. So at 11 p.m. tonight, we'll have the most up-to-date information for you. But as for now, it looks like it's going to be a windy day for us, and we're going to have to watch out for some of those power outages and some wind damage too. I-5 highs in the mid-50s, wind warnings 45 mile an hour winds, perhaps higher than that. Central and eastern Oregon, temperatures in the 40s to low 50s, showers around. It will be windy along the Cascades, showers and windy here too. Snow level will be at 7,000 feet. So we're starting to see that lower. By the end of the day, ski resorts may be picking up some snow, and then of course we continue to cool things off going into the weekend, and that will mean better chances for snow for those resorts on Friday. And for us, we get out of the wind and out of those storms, and we're looking a lot better for the weekend.
And I know the entire weather team will be here tomorrow. We'll keep everyone updated on the wind situation.
Keeping a very close eye on it. We'll have the latest numbers for you at 11 p.m. tonight, and of course online too. We're always posting our thoughts on these situations.
All right.